Hello travelers, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a really fun video. We are heading down to Miami and we are going to the Vizcaya Museum and Gardens, which is a gorgeous mansion in Miami. The gardens are absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys. I can't wait to see it in person. We are about an hour drives away, so we are going to start heading there now. Just arrived to the Vizcaya parking lot, so we are walking up to buy tickets now. Welcome. All right, off to buy some tickets. Welcome to Vizcaya Museum and Gardens. We are finally here and I'm so excited to explore it today. This is a very famous mansion in the Miami area and it is very European based. The creator and owner of this mansion was named James Deering and it was built in the early 1900s. You can now explore the house, explore the gardens, and we are actually listening to an audio tour, so bring your headphones if you're wanting to learn more about this place. So let's go ahead inside and start touring and seeing what the inside looks like. Walking into Vizcaya, seeing it for the very first time, honestly made me gasp. It's just so hard to believe this gorgeous Italian-inspired villa is located in South Florida. The architecture, decor, and perfectly manicured gardens are just so absolutely beautiful to explore. The villa is described as a Mediterranean revival with Baroque elements and, of course, with a Miami flair. So we made it to the courtyard, and back in its early days, there's actually now a glass ceiling, but back in its early days, this glass ceiling actually wouldn't have been here. This would have been just an open courtyard, and James Deering designed it so that way the air could like perfectly come through here. So it was very breezy at that time. Now it's still gorgeous, but just has that glass ceiling on top. I really suggest listening to the audiobook while you're visiting because you get to learn more about the history of the house, James Deering, and also facts about some of the furniture pieces that you'll see on display. And what I found that was so interesting is that James Deering and his interior designer, Paul Chafflin, first did a European tour to purchase all of the decor and furnishings, and then only after acquiring the items did they actually start building the house. So basically, in other words, they designed the house around the decor rather than decorating an already built house, if that makes sense, which I find so unique and cool. I love the emphasis on the decor and very, very unique pieces inside the house. These two marble bases were actually found in Herculaneum, which is close to Pompeii, and it was covered by Mount Vesuvius, if you know that history. But how neat is it that they use that for this marble table in Florida? So wild. This was one of the very first houses that had a working telephone in the Miami-Dade County, which is very, very neat. I have the phone room behind me, very ornate, but very, very cool for its time. This kitchen is huge, wow. We just finished touring the house and the house was incredible, but now we have the entire garden to tour as well, and the garden is quite large. Something that James Deering really loved was orchids. You've probably seen a couple videos of orchids so far in the house. Apparently there are a ton out here. We just stepped into an orchidarium. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it is where all of these different orchids are on display throughout the entire section of this garden. It's very gorgeous. I cannot wait to see the rest of the gardens. And of course, you cannot miss the gardens during your visit. They are just so gorgeous and so beautifully manicured. And there's also a cafe and small shop on site. I was just telling Jamie that this garden reminds me a lot of Villa Cimbrone, which is in Ravello, Italy. We went there for our honeymoon, and these gardens definitely give like Italian, like villa vibes. I don't know, it just really reminds me of it, so it's really cool to see and very beautiful, of course. Do you guys see the little fellow that's up here? Little lizard guy? We just got finished at Vizcaya and it was absolutely gorgeous. I definitely recommend going if you're in Miami. It is definitely such a beautiful place and very worth the time to go see it. However, we're down in Miami, so we figured we'd go to a couple more things while we're down here, and we're actually gonna go into Sky Coffee, which is a coffee bar that has been made from an old plane. The full name of the coffee place is Sky Coffee Buenos Aires. If you are in the area and you're curious, we're gonna pop in now and just grab some coffee and see what it looks like. I'm really excited to see it because it's been on Instagram and TikTok. It's very viral, so we shall determine if it's worth it. Okay, so when you get here, there's like a little scanny thing, like you would go through TSA. And then you got some chairs over here that they took from an airport somewhere. It's very cute. We'll see how the coffee is. We ordered 2 vanilla lattes. All right, got our coffee. Let's see what it tastes like. Pretty good. Definitely on the sweeter side, but it's not bad. We just made it back home after visiting Vizcaya and Miami in general. That was so much fun. I highly suggest visiting if you are coming to the Miami area. It is so gorgeous. It has a ton of really cool history, and it really is a taste of like a European Italian villa down here in Miami with its own Miami flair. So I definitely recommend. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, and happy travels!